Can't wait to waste your life and look back in regret? Well, let's speed up that process. And we're gonna do so by using the apps FaceApp, EbSynth and After Effects, and a little bit of Premiere and a little bit of Photoshop. But before getting into the shooting and the editing, we need to write a story. Because visual effects by themselves, yes, they can be super cool, but mainly that's a thing for filmmaking people. We want to make something the average person can relate to. So in my case, I imagine myself as young, but then being super old all of a sudden, and then looking back and giving life advice to myself or to somebody else. Basically, going from young to old very fast. And also, by fading in this effect, it's a subtle way of implementing it. It's not like, bam, here's the effect. It takes you a few seconds to actually discover that, hey, there's the effect. Like, it gradually implements the art of understating. Let it be said, I have played around and tried shooting this several times. My 3 main tips for when you're shooting is: number 1, sit close to your camera. Let your face fill the frame, because this is where the effect is going to be added. We want it to be big and sharp. Number 2, don't move around so much, because the effect will kind of spill all over the image. And number 3, don't cover your face. Don't wear glasses, don't wave your hands around, just keep it clean. So for my shooting setup, I'm using a green PVC backdrop. This is for 2 reasons. Number 1, I want to play around with what kind of background feels relevant. And number 2, when adding the aging effect or any other effect for that matter, the FaceApp has a tendency to kind of skew around the background. We're eliminating that problem by just removing the background completely. And also, this is a video where we're talking, so remember, good audio. Audio matters. So after the shooting, import the footage to Premiere, cut the video down to the length that you want, export the sequence as individual PNG frames. Remember to have a good folder structure so you know where you find all your assets. Scroll through the PNG images and find a sharp image that we can use as reference. Send it to your phone. I have an iPhone, so I go to the App Store, I download the free FaceApp, then import the image to the FaceApp, add the aging effect, save it, then send the image back to your computer. And since the free version of FaceApp exports a low-res JPEG with a watermark, we're gonna open up the original PNG reference file in Photoshop, then add the JPEG image on top of that, scale it up, then erase everything around the face, because that's the only thing we really need. We want to retain the details in everything else. We only need this part to add the aging effect. And also we get rid of the watermark. Now save this as a PNG file, and remember to have this file named the same as the original reference file. And this is because EbSynth needs to know where this image belongs in the PNG sequence. Now open up EbSynth. By the way, EbSynth is also free. I'll leave a link in the description where you can download it. Now select the first frame of your PNG sequence, and now select the reference image. Now click on the advanced drop-down tab and increase the deflicker value to 1.5. Select the output folder for where you want your video to go. Now press run all and wait for a while. My computer isn't super fast, so it took quite a while to render the video out. Now check the video to see if the effect actually worked. If it didn't, you maybe need to select a different reference image, maybe play around with the deflicker, just trial and error, see what works for you. Let's import this video to Premiere and add it on top of our original sequence, because we want to start with the original sequence and then we want to fade in the effect. Now take this sequence and export it as a ProRes 422 file, and we're gonna work with this file within After Effects. So open up After Effects, import the ProRes video. Now select the video down in the comp, go over to the Effects tab on the right side, then find Key Light, Key Cleaner and Advanced Spill Suppressor. Drop this on the video, then go to the left part of your screen, go to the project settings, use the color picker to select the green background. Under View on the left side, press the drop down menu and then select something matte. Now adjust the screen gain to fill in the blacks and also adjust the screen balance to fill in the white. This is because we want as little gray as possible. We want the white to be white and black to be black. Now change the view back to intermediate result, also within the green screen settings. Activate the advanced spill suppressor. This is because if you have some green on your face, it will try to remove that as well. And now for the background footage, I went to Pexel's video website, found a free stock clip of some blink splatter that I thought was relevant, downloaded it, imported it to After Effects, and then took this video and placed it below our main video in the comp. To create a more immersive experience, I centered the footage of myself within a frame, then created a pre-comp of both videos together, and then added a scaling effect to make it zoom in. And to add the scaling effect, mark the pre-comp, press S on your keyboard, click on the stopwatch, and then move the playhead in the timeline to the end, and then increase the value. How much depends on how much you want to zoom in. But everything felt very serious now, so we're gonna download a fart effect and then add that to the end of the video as well. And speaking of which, the platform I use for my sound effects and music is Audio, and you can get $100 off their lifetime music membership if you use the code SAVE100 and the affiliate link in the description below. And after all of this, we end up with the following. Life is now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. Now is your life. Take the good with the bad, embrace it before it's too late. Whew, so this was a mouthful to explain. This is probably the most detailed tutorial I've done to this date, and in a way that is good because I'm trying to learn After Effects, so I'm challenging myself in making this video. And when that's said, I learn from other tutorials as well. I'll link all 3 videos in the description of this video because I want to give credit where credit is due. So hope you guys liked this video. If you did, there is a like button down below. Subscribe to follow along, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!